Hello everyone, this is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al, Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well, and we're going to bring you the USFL Game of the Week 1983 Retro Replay Week 9. The Michigan Panthers at 7-1 visit the Boston Breakers, also at 7-1, in our USFL matchup. I have been playing this season offline, and now we bring a game to the channel. Big matchup here in this USFL inaugural season, our retro replay. The 7-1 Breakers are in first place in the East and will face the 7-1 Michigan Panthers, first place in the Central. Let's get to the starting lineups and kickoff. For your Boston Breakers, the running backs are Crump and Johnson. The wideouts, Franz and Smith. The tight end is Koch. The quarterback is the ageless wonder, Walton. That's Johnny Walton. The tackles are Bullard and Hurley. Guards are Raymond and Horton. The center is McLaughlin. For the visiting 7-1 Michigan Panthers, they're led by the quarterback Bobby Hebert. The running backs are Lacey and Williams. Wideouts, Carter and Holloway. The tight end is Cobb. The tackles are Godfrey and Pinney. The guards are McGriff and Dornbrook. The center is Radaloff. On defense for the Breakers, the defensive ends are McLean and Wilkerson. The defensive tackle is Gaylord. The outside linebackers, Needman and Phillips. The inside linebackers, Merrick and Rowe. In the defensive backfield, the cornerbacks are Wilson and Carter. The safeties, Restick and Harbison. For the Michigan Panthers, their defensive ends are Hughes and Paget. Nose tackle is Tipton. Outside linebackers, Corker and Boardman. Inside linebackers, Pennywell and Bentley. Defensive backfield, the cornerbacks, Chapman and Osborne. Safeties, Greenwood and Arnud. All right, we are ready for Boston Breakers football. And let's bring up the field. There we go. So the Panthers won the toss and elect to receive. Here in the stadium, we have Max Cornelius. How are you doing, my friend? So the Breakers will kick off. Back deep is Fia. The short men are Holloway and Williams for the Michigan Panthers. And here's the kickoff. It'll be fielded at about the 10 by the short man on the Mazzetti kickoff. And that is a 15-yard return by Holloway. He was tackled by Jones. So the Panthers come out in a split backfield. And Bobby Hebert is under quarterback. The backs are Lacey and Williams. The wideouts are Carter and Holloway. The tight end is Cobb. The Breakers will go with their 3-4. And we're going to double. Oh, I think we have the. Hold on a second. I like to do this. I was playing a college football game, and when they don't have the right player uniform numbers, I use the ratings. Let's see. I believe they have the right uniform numbers for this. Let's go to display. Field display. Display uniform numbers. Okay. And they do. Excellent. So this is Chris Carter up here. Or Anthony Carter, excuse me. 6 receiver against Wilson, who's a 7. And then we have Derek Holloway, who's a 4 against M.L. Carter. So we can man up on their receivers. We're going to play man basic. And it's a handoff. Number 28, Lacey, he picks up 5 yards. He's tackled by Woodrow Wilson. No, that's not the President of the United States. As Ron from Retro Sports Network has joined us in the chat. He says, 1983, eh? Give me some like cola and cheese balls. I like it. Remember, check out Ron Juckett, Retro Sports Network. He had his AFC Championship game up, retro style, replay, 1978. Steelers versus the Patriots. It was a good one. Check it out. Retro Sports Network with Ron Juckett. All right, 2nd and 5 for the Michigan Panthers. On their 32, split backfield, 2 wideouts, and Bobby Hebert under center. We will play a short zone pass. Hebert is going to give it to number 40 on the delay to the left, and Williams goes off tackle for 7 yards. Bill Rowe for the Breakers makes the stop. It'll be 1st and 10 on the Michigan 39. The Panthers break the huddle. The line of scrimmage they come. Hebert under center. Split backs, Lacey and Williams. The wideouts, Carter. And now they go 2 tight end set with Cobb and Eccles. So we're going to pull our defensive line in and play tight man and run. Hebert back to pass, mixing things up, throws it down the field to number 89, incomplete. They were looking for Cobb on the fly out of the 2 tight end set. Good coverage by the Breakers. Dave Gardner has joined us in the chat. Remember to check out hockeytournaments.com. That's hockeytournaments.com. And Dave Gardner, he says he just picked up the 1985 season for this USFL. USFL was my favorite football league. I loved it so much. Spring football, and a new league starts up this year. There's gonna have I forgot what it is. It's the AAF something, I forgot. And then next year is going to be the XFL starting up again. So hopefully the XFL just plays football this time, none of the wrestling nonsense. But I do like spring football. So it's 2nd and 10. The Panthers go with a 3 wideout set. Lacey, Carter, and Holloway. Carter, Holloway, and McLean. The lone back is Lacey. Lacey was actually quite good. Or am I getting him mixed up with the other Lacey? And Bobby Hebert's in the shotgun. We're going to go with a 3-3 nickel. Our extra defensive back is Love. So it's 2nd and 10. And we're going to blitz Phillips, our outside linebacker. Man coverage, and we're going to spy Hebert with our middle linebacker, Merrick. And we're going to play pass on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, Hebert looking, throws it to the out. Good coverage. Number 40, Terry Love, the extra defensive back, clamping down on Frank McLean. So it's a big 3rd and 10 here on the Michigan 39. Both teams 7 and 1. It is 42 degrees here in Boston. Wind 0 to 10 miles per hour. And Michigan is with the wind. So again, shotgun for Hebert. 3 wideouts. The lone back is Lacey. The Breakers stay in the 3-3 nickel. And again, we'll play man coverage. And this time we'll blitz Needham from the outside. And we're going to play pass, man coverage. Shotgun snap, here comes the blitz. And Needham forces a fumble. Who has it? And Michigan retains possession. The blitz gets there as Needham plants Bobby Hebert into the turf here at Nickerson Field. To the throngs of 1,000 people. They never drew at Nickerson Field. But for this game, it's the USFL Game of the Week. And we're going to say they have a packed house at Nickerson Field. They even jazzed up the field. Look at those. They have the Breaker logo in one end and the USFL logo in the other. They've gone all out here. So the Breakers forced the punt as Michigan recovered the fumble. The return will be on. Here's the snappy and the punt. Around the 20, out to the 30, and brought down around the 33. It was a punt of 50 yards, return of 11 by Wilson. And here comes Johnny Walton. Journeyman quarterback from the NFL has found a niche here in the USFL. Joining us in the chat, Jack Dawson, how you doing? Also, Westbrook Cards, how you doing, my friend? Check out Westbrook Cards. And I don't know if Jack Dawson has a channel. I don't remember. If you do, please tell me. All right, so 1st and 10 for the Boston Breakers. Again, I've been playing this season offline. The Breakers' only loss came to the Oakland Invaders in a tough one. So both teams 7 and 1. And we're going to give the ball to Richard Crump. Trap left. Out of the split backfield to Crump. Number 26 has it. And he churns for 3. As quickly, the Michigan Panther defense closed on him. So the split backs are Crump and Johnson. And you can see we've used them so much. That's how we're 7-1. We've overused all of our players. And this is an 18-game season, so we're in a bit of trouble. And in reality, the Boston Breakers started off really well in the USFL the one season they were there, and they pretty much pooped the bed the second half of the year. So let's see if we can reverse a little bit of history here. Franz and Smith are the wideouts. Koch is the tight end. Walton is under center. So it is 2nd and 7. And we're going to go Johnson with a screen. Screen pass to Johnson. Walton back to pass. Incomplete. As Bentley deflected it. Oh, he almost picked it off. The ball bobbling around. Finally hits the turf here at Nickerson. As Westbrook Card says he's good. Excellent, excellent. That's what we like to hear. And it will be 3rd and 7 from the Breaker 35. They break the huddle. Walton up under the line of scrimmage. Andy Johnson will come in the game, former New England Patriot, number 39. So it's Johnson and Crump in the split backfield. Crump will go out wide. Franz and Smith are the wideouts. Koch is the tight end. Screen, Andy Johnson. Walton, back to pass, sets up the screen. Oh, and Andy Johnson dropped the ball. Oh, that's Dennis Johnson. Oh, I picked the wrong Johnson. Son of a gun. Dennis Johnson drops the ball. And Andy is over here. He's the 6 wide. I picked the wrong Johnson. Son of a gun. And the Breakers will be forced to punt. So both teams on their initial drives fail. And here come the Breakers to punt. It's Dario Casarino. And he'll punt deep to Carter. Here's the snap and the punt. Carter will field it around the 30. And he calls for the fair catch, waving his hand in the air. So here comes Bobby Hebert and the Panthers with their second possession with 11:17 to go in the first quarter. Hebert is under center. Split backs of Lacey and Williams. Carter and Holloway are the wideouts. Cobbs is the tight end. The Breakers are in a 3-4. And they will play man run. Hebert. It's going to be a... What was that? Oh, it was! It looked like they were going to go for a halfback option pass as Hebert pitched it to Gaylord. No, he was sacked by Gaylord. It looked like a halfback option pass. Yep, trick pass. They were looking Lacey to Cobb, the tight end. But Jeff Gaylord would have none of it as he knocked that snot out of Lacey. Let's watch that again. So it was a halfback option pass, and he went boom. MP Fox has joined us. How you doing, my friend? Check out that wonderful channel. Just put up another video with Teo, his son, and Mama Fox. They do cards. Wonderful channel. Check it out, MP Fox. Also check out Westbrook Cards 12. So 2nd and 17 for the Breakers. Michigan comes out with a 3 wide out set. Carter, Holloway, and McCain. The Breakers will counter with a 3-3 nickel. The extra defensive back is Love. We will send Phillips, our outside linebacker, on the blitz. Markham will spy the quarterback, and we will play man pass on 2nd and 17. Hebert back to pass under pressure, and Wilkerson brings him down. The Boston Breakers have now had 3 sacks. Bobby Hebert tastes the turf again here at Nickerson Field. Take care, Ron. Thank you for stopping by. Retro Sports Network. Check it out. So 3rd and 25. Hebert has been treated quite rudely by the Breaker defense as the waves are flowing over the Panthers O. Again, the 3 wide out set. Hebert looks like he's in the pistol. The lone back is Lacey. It's a 3-3 nickel, and we're going to play a deep zone. Keep everything in front of you. And we're going to show blitz, but we're not going to blitz, and we're playing pass. Abear back to pass. Here comes the pass rush. They dump it down to Lacey, and Lacey is tackled by Needham for a minimal gain of 5, and that will force the Panthers to punt on 4th and 20. Good job by the Breaker defense. The return is on for Boston. Here's the punt by the Panthers. Fielded at the 35 and brought down quickly.
Holding, receiving team, 10-yard penalty.
So Giamona is brought down quickly by Canavio, but there's a holding on the Breakers on Restic. So the Breakers will be backed up, and it'll be 1st and 10 from their 24. Here comes old man Johnny Walton and the Breakers offense. And let's get Andy Johnson in the game, number 32. So the backfield will be Crump and Andy Johnson, split backs. The wideouts, Franz and Smith. The tight end is Koch. Walton's under center. Let's look for Koch. Short cross on 1st down. Walton back to pass. Here comes the pass rush, and Koch drops the ball. Bo Koch drops the ball. Walton put it right on his hands on that short cross. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Screen pass now. Split backs, 2 wideouts, and a tight end. Screen pass to the former New England Patriot, Andy Johnson. Johnson has it. Blockers out in front. Running room. Andy Johnson picks up the first. He is tackled by Bentley. That's a gain of 12. Andy Johnson used sparingly in this season, but he has been outstanding when we do use him, and he's now in the penalty level 3. That's why his receptions go way down percentage-wise. So Johnson will come out. And Giamona will come in. So Louis Giamona. Split backfield of Crump and Giamona. Giamona, an excellent receiver out of the backfield. And Franz and Smith are the wideouts. Koch is the tight end. We're going to go screen to Giamona on 1st and 10 from the Boston 36. Giamona cannot hook up with Walton. Walton was under duress. Threw the ball a little early. Elite Mike is in the house. How you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. So it will be 2nd and 10. Giamona comes out. And Davis, Tony Davis, comes in. He's a fullback. They'll now go to an I formation with Davis, the fullback, number 25, and behind him is Richard Crump. They will give the ball to Crump on a trap left. Johnny Walton doesn't like what he sees. Medium fly to Franz on the audible. Walton back to pass, dumps it down to Davis instead, and Davis will pick up 5 yards on the safety valve dump down. And it will bring up a 3rd and 5 with 8:32 to play in the USFL game of the week between the 7-1 Michigan Panthers and the 7-1 Boston Breakers 1983 retro replay at Nickerson Field. So 3rd and 5. We'll go back to the split backfield. 3rd and 5. They're going to go screen on 3rd and 5 to Crump. Walton back to pass. Hits Crump. Blockers out in front. And Crump breaks a tackle. He picks up 7 and the first. Finally brought down by the Panthers' Robert Pennywell. The Panthers were in a 3-4 pass tight man coverage with a delayed blitz. And they got blitzed and burned by the screen. The Boston Breakers love to screen in my game. So Crump will come out, and Steele will come in. Anthony Steele will come in for Crump. I formation. Davis the up back, Steele behind him. Wideouts are Franz and Smith. The tight end is Koch. Screen to Smith. Wide receiver screen. Walton back to pass, looking under duress, and he cannot hook up with Smith. And going out of the game, number 72 is Bullard. Jogging off. His return is probable. The word from the sideline. So it's 7:02 to play in the first quarter. No score here at Nickerson Field. I formation. Johnny Walton is under center. The up back is Steele behind. The up back is Davis. Behind him is Steele. The wideouts, Franz and Smith. The tight end is Koch. Play action. Run counter. Short out. Short out to Franz. Walton will stick with the play call. Play action. Back to pass Walton. He hits Franz! And Franz is brought down by Chapman. Gain is 6. It'll be a third and a long 4 with 6:57 to play here at Nickerson Field in the first quarter. A battle of two 7-1 teams. The winner will have the best record in the USFL in this inaugural season. At the halfway point, it was an 18-game schedule, if you recall. So it's now 3rd and 4. Crump comes back in. The up back is Davis. Behind him is Crump. 2 wideouts and a tight end. Walton's under center, barking out the signals. They're going to give the ball to Crump on a off tackle left. And there goes Crump, and he's immediately met by the front 7. The tackle be credited Dave Tipton. And that was only a gain of 1, and it's now 4th and 3 from the Michigan 45. And here comes the punt team for the Breakers. And it'll be Dario Casarino, to try to pin them back. He's going to try a sideline punt. Carter's back for the Panthers. And, oh! The ball rolls dead at the 1. What a punt by Dario Casarino. Excellent coverage by the Breakers. And the Panthers, if they want to put up 6, will have to go 99 yards. The Breakers would love to get a sack here and a safety. Panthers break the huddle in the shadows of their own goalposts, lining up in their end zone. Lacey and Williams are the split backs. They go 2 tight end set with Odin and Eccles. The lone wideout is Carter. Bears under center. Breakers playing a 3-4 man. Merrick spying the quarterback, and we're going to play run. And it's a handoff, and it's a big run out of the end zone. On the trap left, Williams picks up 12. Good blocking up front by the Panthers. So it's 1st and 10 on the Michigan 13, 5:58 to play in the first quarter. Again, 2 wideout split backfield set. 1 wideout, 2 tight end set split backfield. Bears under center. Looks like they're going to go with a little ground and pound. Tight man coverage for the Breakers. They're going to play run again. Bear. And this time, number 28, Lacey, is smothered. Barely getting back to the line. Larry McLean will be credited with the tackle for the Boston Breakers. And it'll be 2nd and 10. The Breakers were flying to the ball on that play. So 2nd and 10. And now the Panthers go to the 3 wideout set. Carter, Holloway, and McLean. The lone back is Lacey. Bears under center. The tight end is Cobb. The Breakers counter with a 3-3 nickel. They've been able to apply pressure on Bear. They've got him 3 times on sacks. And we're going to play man coverage. And we will blitz Phillips from the outside once again, and we'll play pass. Bear, it's a run, and that's a big run by Lacey, number 28. Picks up 19. They beat the blitz. It looked like the stretch play there. It was a sweep, but it really resembled a stretch play right there. 19 yards and a first down on the Michigan 32. So this drive started from the 1. 1st and 10 on the 32. They break the huddle. Bears under center. Split backs, 2 wideouts and a tight end for the Michigan Panthers. Breakers go back to their 3-4. Tight man coverage. Basic. And it's a give once again to Lacey. He breaks 2 tackles. Finally brought down by number 51, Bill Rowe. That's his 3rd tackle. And a gain of 13. Again, they sweep left. They're working that left side of the Breakers defense. So 1st and 10 on the Michigan 45. They're approaching midfield. Two wideouts, I formation now. The up back, number 40, John Williams, and behind him, Ken Lacey. The tight end is Cobb. Breakers, 3-4. The down linemen go to an inside split. Tight man coverage, run. And it's a give to number 40, and that is Williams. And he picks up 7 yards on the draw. Michigan staying with the ground and pound. 2nd and 3 with 2:56 to go in the first quarter. It is scoreless here from Nickerson Field. McCain's down to 94. And let's bring in Price for McCain. And Gaylord's at 96. He'll stay in. Wilkerson is at 96. He'll stay in. Two wideouts, a tight end, split backs. Abear's under center. 2nd and 3. And we're going to play man coverage. We're going to blitz Merrick up the middle. Needham will spy the quarterback. And we're going to play pass. And Abear's going to give it to Williams on 2nd and 3. And he only picks up 2 as great reaction by the Boston Breakers, who quickly snuffed out the run. Marcus Merrick on the tackle. He was blitzing, and he stuffed that run 1 yard short of the first down. So a crucial 3rd and 1 here with 2:13 left in the scoreless first quarter. Two tight ends set for the Panthers. The tight ends are Cobb and Eccles. The split backs are Lacey and John Williams. The lone wideout is Carter. Inside split for the defensive line of the Boston Breakers. Tight man coverage. And goal line. And it's a give. Lacey gets around the corner, and he picks up 7. The Breakers do not contain the outside run of Lacey. The tackle will be credited to Ray Phillips. And it's 1st and 10 on the Boston 39. 1:28 left in a scoreless first quarter. A battle of 7-1 teams. We're at the midway point of this 18-game season. The winner will have the best record after the first 9 games. Wilkerson is down to 91 and will bring Jackson in. So Jackson's in for Wilkerson. Gaylord's down to 93 and will bring Lee in. Needham is at 94. And we will bring, this is a huge drop off, boy. We will bring Flanagan in. So 1st and 10 on the Boston 39, staying with that 2 tight end set are the Panthers. Split backs, the lone wideout is Carter. Man coverage for the Boston Breakers, and they'll play run. Abear back the pass over the middle, and it is dropped by number 88, Donnie Eccles. He had beat his defender to the inside. He had a lot of ground he could have gained, but he dropped the ball, took his eyes off of it. 2nd and 10, 1:22 to go in the first quarter. It is scoreless here at Nickerson Field between the 7-1 Michigan Panthers and the 7-1 Boston Breakers. 2nd and 10. Merrick will spy the quarterback. 2nd and 10. We will show tight, but then drop into a zone. And we're going to show blitz, but we're not going to blitz. And we'll play pass on 2nd and 10. Abear gives it to number 33, and he is smothered by the front 7. As Miller was only able to gain 2 tough yards. That was Cleo Miller on the trap right. The tackle will be credited to Marcus Merrick. And now a 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8. Still out of field goal range. And they go to a 3 wideout set. Lacey the lone back. Carter, Holloway, and McCain are the wideouts. Cobb is the tight end. The Breakers will counter with a 3-3 nickel. And let's get Wilkerson will come back in. Actually, McLean will stay in. He's the same. Let's get Gaylord will come in at nose tackle. And McLean will come back in. at defensive end. 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8. We're going to play man coverage. Our defensive line in. Flanagan comes out. Needham comes back in. And we're going to blitz Phillips from the outside. Pass. Hebert gives it to number 28, Lacey. He picks up 4, but it's not enough. As they try to fool the Breakers defense on the off tackle right. Tackled by Larry McLean. And the Panthers will try to pooch punt now. So the Panthers drive, which started on their own 1, stalls out at the Boston 33. And that would be a 50-yard field goal attempt. And that is just out of their kicker's range, as he has no shot of making it. So we're going to watch for the fake, as they're going to try to pooch punt it, but it goes in the end zone, and the Breakers will start the second quarter in this scoreless game, 1st and 10 at their 20. So it was a defensive slobber knocker in the first quarter. JD has joined us. How are you, my friend? Check out that wonderful channel. He's got some UFC with the PS4. He's an author. Also some Red Dead Redemption. Sports Time Machine has actually joined us. Actually went to New Orleans and then Portland in the last years. Yep. The Orphans, the Breakers, you are right. Boston, New Orleans, and Portland in the 3 years. You are correct. That's Sports Time Machine. Check out that channel. Does a lot of cool stuff. So here comes Johnny Walton and the Breakers. Crump and Tony Davis are the backs. We're going to go I formation, though. Davis the up back. Crump behind him. The wideouts are Franz and Smith. The tight end is Couch. And we're going to go screen to Crump. Out of the I formation. Incomplete, deflected by Iron and almost picked off. Oh my lord, if he had it, that was 6 the other way. The Breakers fans and Johnny Walton breathing a sigh of relief. Johnny Walton's now 4 of 10 for 30 yards. They break the huddle. Walton's under center, I formation, 2 wideouts and a tight end. They'll give the ball to Crump off tackle right. Here comes Crump. And Crump is smothered under. The tackle will be credited to Robert Pennywell. That's his second. The front 7 has controlled the Boston Breaker run game. JD says he's doing well. I'm doing okay too. Thank you. So now the Breakers will go to a split back. Crump will come out. Dennis Johnson will come in. No, not the basketball player. And the former New England Patriot, Andy Johnson, will come in. Again, he's under penalty. Level 3 because we've overused him. Probably this is not going to work. You know what, though? We're going to put Johnson out wide. That is Andy Johnson. Nope. Yeah, good. And Dennis Johnson stays in the backfield. Walton will go to the shotgun. And we're going to go Dennis Johnson, screen to Dennis Johnson. Walton, the blitz. Johnson has it. And the first down and more. They beat the blitz. He's finally brought down in the defensive backfield by Osborne. What Johnny Walton under duress hit Dennis Johnson. Oh my lord, did they burn the blitz big time. 18 yards and a first down. McLaughlin for the Boston Breakers goes off the field. Let's watch and see how the Breakers burnt the blitz here. Here's the blitz right in Walton's face. He hits Dennis Johnson, and he's off to the races for 18 yards and a first down, moving the chains. So Walton will go under center now. The split backs will be Dennis Johnson and Louis Giamona. The wideouts, Franz and Smith. The tight end is Couch. Couch will go out wide. Give him a different look. Screen. Giamona. 1st and 10. Walton. Incomplete. Deflected by Pennywell. And he drops the ball. Oh, the Breakers have been living dangerously. It looks like the Panthers now trying to protect their flanks. Giamona will come out. Davis will come in. That's Tony Davis. And they'll go I formation. Davis the up back and Dennis Johnson behind him. And 2nd and 10. Short and quick to Smith. Walton, 3-step drop, fires to Smith, incomplete. Walton now 5 of 13 for 48 yards. It is 3rd and 10 from the Boston 39. They'll go to a 3 wide out set. First time, they're going to go to that 3 wide out set. Actually, we don't have the ability to go to a 3 wide out set, so they must never have done it. Shotgun. Davis and Johnson flank Walton in the backfield. Franz and Smith are the wideouts. Koch is the tight end. Who else do we have at tight end? No, he's our best tight end. 3rd and 10 from the 39. Short out to Franz. Walton shotgun snap, looking, throws to Franz, he has it, can he get the first down? He is tackled immediately by Greenwood. It's a gain of 7, it'll be short by 3, 4th and 3 on the Boston 46. And here comes the punt team. Nolan Franz, 2 receptions, 13 yards. David Greenwood makes his first tackle. It has been a defensive slobber knocker between these two 7-1 teams here at Nickerson Field in Boston. So here comes the punter, Dario Casarino. He pinned the Panthers to their 1 his last time. Back deep is Carter. Here's the punt. He punts deep. And Carter fields it at the 5 and is brought down near the 20. It's a 14-yard return on the 50-yard punt. The tackle credited to Love for the Breakers. So 1st and 10 for the Michigan Panthers with 13:35 to play in the half from their 18. Bears under center. Miller and Williams are the split backs. The wideouts are Carter and Holloway. The tight end is Cobb. Sports Time Machine said, I love the territorial draft idea of the USFL and then regular draft. Yeah, because you wanted to get players, and the AFL did this. The old AFL, the American Football League, they did this, where they were in the draft room, and they basically fixed the draft sometimes to say, we want this player to go, say, Billy Cannon to Houston, because they thought it'd be more of a draw there, or we want this player to go to New York. I think a territorial draft for any type of new league is very important. You want to get fannies in the seats, and the best way to do that is to put players that they want to go see. So 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Bears under center, split backs Miller and Williams, Carter and Holloway the wideouts, Cobb's the tight end. 13:35 to play in the scoreless first half. The Breakers will stick with their 3-4. And they're going to key Williams on the run. Bear back to pass, and he is sacked for the 4th time by Jackson. Oh, the 3rd time, right, because on the 4th sack the Breakers had was a halfback option pass. My faux pas. So Bobby Bear has tasted this Nickerson Field turf 3 times. The Breakers have been fearsome. And now with that, on a 2nd and 16, the Michigan Panthers go to a 3 wide out set. Carter, Holloway, and McLean. The lone back is Miller. Cobb is the tight end. The Breakers counter with a 3-3 nickel. Merrick spying the quarterback. The extra back is Love for the Breakers. Breakers will play man coverage. And they will blitz Needham from the outside. And they're going to play pass. Bear back to pass. Here comes a blitz. They pick it up, deflected by Harbison.
Pass interference.
Oh,
defense.
Flag on the play.
First down.
Harbison does not believe it, but they're not going to pick up the yellow hanky. First down for the pass interference on the Breakers. So it's now 1st and 10 on the Michigan 26. They caught a break there. Breakers fans are none too happy, and neither is the sideline. So 1st and 10, Breakers go back to their standard 3-4. Panthers in a split backfield, Miller and Williams, 2 wideouts, Carter and Holloway, the lone tight end is Cobb. We're going to go tight man coverage run. And it's a give and brought down in front of the ball's loose. Who has it? The Breakers recover! The Boston Breakers defense is smothering, drowning the Panthers. Oh my Lord. Rowe with the big hit. The ball comes loose on the carry by John Williams, and Price covers it up for the Boston Breakers, and now they are in business at point-blank range, 1st and 10 on the Michigan Panther 23. Outstanding defense by the angry young men from the Boston Breakers. This battle of 7-1 teams was thought possibly to be a shootout. It has turned into a defensive slobber knocker. Snot covers the field here at Nickerson Field. A crisp 42-degree day. Skies are clear. Heads aren't cleared. There's a lot of knocking going on. So here comes Johnny Walton. Can he finally put the Breakers on board? John Williams for the Panthers, 5 carries, 25 yards, and as we just witnessed, that fumble recovered by the Breakers. Johnny Walton under center. Davis and Johnson are in the split backfield. The wideouts are Franz and Smith. The tight end is Couch. Play action fake. We're going to go max protect. Johnson, Davis, and Couch will stay in the block. We're going medium out to Smith. Max protect. Walton back to pass. Looking. He throws to Smith, and Smith has the first down, brought down by Osborne, the cornerback. It's a gain of 13. They gave Johnny Walton plenty of time. Max protect as the two backs and the tight end stayed in to protect old man Johnny. And he completes the pass for 13 yards to Charlie Smith, and that's his first reception. It is 1st and goal from the Panther 10. They need to put points on the board after that turnover. Split backfield. Johnson and Davis. Actually, Johnson will come out and Crump will come back in. So it's Crump and Davis. That's Tony Davis. The wideouts are Franz and Smith. And actually, Lockett will come in for Smith, give him a little breather. And Lockett so it's Lockett and Franz. Couch is the tight end. Play action, run counter. They're going to give the ball to Tony Davis on a pitch left. Davis, he gets around the corner, puts his head down, he barrels for 5. Tony Davis, brought down by Allen Hughes. Don't rock the boat, baby. So 2nd and goal from the 5. Joining us in the chat is Bobby Cantillano, great friend of the channel. Hope everyone's doing well. So 2nd and 5. Again, split backs as they break the huddle. Johnny Walton under center. The backs are Crump and Davis. Franz and Lockett are the wideouts. The tight end is Couch. Play action fake, run counter. Crump. Pitch right. Walton doesn't like what he sees. He's going to go dive with Davis up the middle. Flag on the play.
False start. Offense, number 65, 5-yard penalty.
So Raymond comes out of his stance. False start on the Breakers. They didn't need that. It's now 2nd and goal back at the 10. So those 5 yards that Tony Davis picked up are nullified on the false start. Smith will come back in for Lockett. So it'll be Smith and Franz, the wideouts. Actually, we'll go 2 tight end set, 1 running back. The lone back is Crump. And it'll be Bo Couch and David Bale. On 2nd and goal. They're going to give the ball to Crump here. Trap left on 2nd and 10. And Crump breaks through. Touchdown! Great blocking on the 2 tight end set. Wonderful blocking by the O-line and the tight ends for the Boston Breakers. Pancaking Panthers on the way to the end zone was Louis Bullard. The Panthers were in a 3-4 short zone with a blitzer, and Crump picks up 10 yards and a TD. Let's watch that touchdown run over. Great blocking. Crump scores, and the fans here at Nickerson Field are going wild. Boston Breakers, after that turnover, go up 6-0. And here comes the extra point, the snap, the place, the kick, and it is
Grabbing
good.
the face mask. Defense. 15-yard penalty.
So the Panthers a bit chippy after that touchdown run. Personal foul, grabbing the face mask, some pushing and shoving, but order has been restored. The penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. And Tim Mazzetti will now be, look at that. Because the computer doesn't adjust, it's pretty funny. Everyone's in everyone's grill right here. So Mazzetti is kicking off from the 50, and he kicks it through the end zone. And starting 1st and 10 on their 20 is the Michigan Panthers, and there's still some pushing and shoving. Order is restored once again. 11:43 left in the half, 7-0 Breakers. They took advantage of the turnover on the Crump touchdown run. And that was a 10-yard run by Crump. Mazzetti, the kick was good. Panthers break the huddle. Bobby Hebert under center. Wideouts are Carter and Holloway. Split backfield of Miller and Williams. Johnny Williams, number 40, and Cleo Miller, number 33. The tight end, number 89, Cobb. 3-4 for the Breakers. Merrick will spy Hebert. Man coverage, basic. And Hebert gives it to number 40, Johnny Williams. He breaks a tackle up the middle. He goes for 16 yards. Finally brought down by Bill Rowe, the man who forced the fumble that led to the Breakers' score. A big run by Johnny Williams. 1st and 10 with 11:31 to play in the half. 7-0 Breakers. Panthers have it on their own 36. They break the huddle. Hebert under center. Split backs, 2 wideouts and a tight end. Breakers in their standard 3-4. Merrick spying the quarterback. Why is Flanagan out on the field? Needham comes back out. We got Ernie Price. And Wilkerson will come in. Gaylord will come in. That's why that happened. And McLean will come in. There we go. So 1st and 10. And we're going to play man run. Hebert gives it to number 33. And Cleo Williams is smothered under by the Boston Breaker Blue Wave defense. That is a loss of 4. And Cleo Williams felt the effects of that. He goes off the field. Miller comes on. It's now 2nd and 14. The Panthers will go with a 3 wideout set. Carter, Holloway, and McLean. The tight end is Cobb. As I stated, Miller's the lone back. Hebert's under center. The tackle was credited to Ray Phillips for the Breakers. That's his 3rd. It has been a swarming Boston Breakers defense. Breakers go to a 3-3 nickel. The extra defensive back is Love. They will play their defensive line to the left. They shift it left. And we're going to blitz Needham off the corner. He's the outside linebacker. And it's 2nd and 14. Man coverage pass. And the Breakers don't like what they see. They call timeout on defense. So we do it all over again. Hebert to the line of scrimmage. 3 wideouts. The lone back is Miller. Tight end is Cobb. Breakers again stay in that 3-3 nickel. This time we'll blitz Phillips from the outside. Merrick spying the quarterback. Tight man coverage pass. And it's a run. And Miller goes to the right. No gain on the sweep. Again, the Blue Wave defense. The water washes over the Panthers offense. The tackle be credited to Woodrow Wilson. No, not the President of the United States. And it brings up 3rd and 14. Hebert's in shotgun. The 3 wideouts are Carter, Holloway, and McLean. Cobb is the tight end. Miller in the backfield with Bobby Hebert. The Breakers in their 3-3 nickel. Merrick spying the quarterback, and again, Phillips will come on the blitz. It will be a delay blitz this time. And we will play normal man coverage pass. Shotgun snap. Hebert back to pass. Feeling the pressure. He throws. Complete to Holloway. It's going to be a first down. What a pass by Hebert to Derek Holloway. It is a pickup of 22. ML Carter finally brings him down as he was trying to break away for a longer dash. So a huge first down pickup. They picked up the blitz. Hebert stepped up in the pocket and zinged one to Holloway. So it's 1st and 10 in the Boston 46. That's been the best offensive play passing-wise for the Panthers. They're down 7-0 with 9:29 to play in the half. 7-1 Panthers and the 7-1 Breakers. We are at the halfway point of this 18-game season. As the Sports Time Machine, Boston owned territorial rights to Friends of the City, Nebraska players. They drafted Roger Craig, who obviously stayed with the San Francisco 49ers, and the NFL draft, and not enough good BC Harvard players to choose. That would have been something if they had Roger Craig. All right, 1st and 10. Split backs for the Panthers. Hebert under center. 2 wideouts and a tight end. Boston goes back to their 3-4. And they will play run man coverage. The ball goes to number 33, and that's Miller, and he is brought down quite rudely to the Nickerson Field turf. He's only a gain of 2, and slamming him to the turf is Billy Rowe. That's his 6th tackle, Billy Rowe. Cleo Miller, 3 carries, no yards. Yeah, it's been a defensive slobber knocker. 7-0 Breakers, 9:24 to play. Michigan on the Boston 44, 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8. And we're going to send our free safety, Harbison, on a blitz. Tight man coverage. Merrick spying the quarterback, and we're going to play pass. Here comes a safety blitz, and a sack! The ball is loose! Who has it? And the grip falls on it for the Michigan Panthers. Oh my Lord, Bobby Hebert has been pummeled by this Blue Wave Boston Breaker defense. Sacked by the free safety Harbison, but they couldn't recover the fumble. So it's now 3rd and 13, and now the Panthers go back to their 3 wideout set. Carter, Holloway, and McLean. The tight end is Cobb. Miller in the backfield. Hebert under center. Three-two dime, a different look. We're going to give him a different look. 3-2 dime. The 2 extra defensive backs are Love and Jones. The 2 linebackers on the field are Merrick and Mike Brewerton. Why is Mike Brewerton on the field? I don't want Mike Brewerton on the field. I want Phillips on the field. No, just put Phillips on the field. And we're going to go zone. And we're going to blitz Merrick from the outside. Pass. So a different look. Here comes the pass rush. Incomplete. Almost picked off by number 33. The different look confused Bobby Hebert. And once again, the Panthers, as he had Breakers in his face, he threw the ball and it was almost picked. The Breakers have forced another punt on 4th and 13 with 7:57 to play in a 7-0 lead. We will play punt return. Here's the snap, the punt, and the return is on. Fielded near the 15, brought up past the 20, near the 30. That's a 13-yard return by Giamona. He was tackled by Jackson. And here come the Boston Breakers and old man Johnny Walton. So Walton's under center. The split backs are Crump and Davis. Franz and Smith are the wideouts. Couch is the tight end. Short and quick to Couch, the tight end. Walton, quick drop, hits Couch. Couch heads up the middle, barrels past a couple of Panthers, knocking them over, picks up 12, finally brought down by Robert Pennywell after the chains move, and that's Robert Pennywell's 3rd tackle. The Panthers were in a 3-4 basic. defensive line to the right, and they're keying the run. That's Bo Couch's first reception. Again, 12 yards. So 1st and 10 on the Boston Breaker 40, 7:44 to play in the half, 7-0 Breakers. I formation. Davis the up back, Crump behind him. The wideouts are Franz and Smith. The tight end is Couch. Play action fake. They're going to look for Franz on the medium fly. Walton back to pass. Play action. Hits Franz. That's going to be a first down. Chapman gets to him, but it's a gain of 12. Walton gets rid of the ball quickly. Play action fake froze the Michigan defenders just enough for Franz to get separation from his defender. So 1st and 10 on the Michigan 48. 7 minutes of play in the half. Charlie Smith will go out. Lockett will come in. So it's Lockett and Franz, the wideouts. Crump will go out. And Steele will come in. Anthony Steele. The up back is Davis. Behind him is Steele, number 33. We'll hand the ball off to Steele, trap left. And there goes Steele, and he goes nowhere. As Allen Hughes sends him to the turf. That's his 3rd tackle. Anthony Steele, 1 carry, -2 yards. Steele goes out of the game. Andy Johnson comes in. Again, he's in the penalty. We've overused him tremendously this season. As he played very briefly. He got injured quite early with the Boston Breakers. He played for the Patriots. He was coming off injuries for the Patriots. That was a huge signing for them. I remember that. He got hurt, though. All right, 2nd and 12. And it's going to be a screen pass. Hopefully they're keying Andy Johnson. We're going to go to Anthony Davis on the screen, the up back. And Davis has it. Blockers out in front. And Davis cuts back towards the middle, tackled by Andy Canavino. That's his 2nd. They pick up 8, and now it's a very manageable 3rd and 4. As Michigan was in a 3-2 dime, playing pass man coverage. So 3rd and 4. Andy Johnson goes off the field. And Crump comes back in. 3rd and 4 from the Michigan 42. They'll give the ball to Crump. Off tackle left, 3rd and 4. There goes Crump. Flag on the play.
Grabbing the face mask. Defense.
Yes!
Number 23, 15-yard
personal foul.
First down.
As you can see, they're yanking on Crump's head. And that will be a first down. So it's 1st and 10 after the face mask on the Michigan Panther 27. In the chat, the original Grognard, the OG, all things strategy on his channel. Sports, military, space, wrestling. It's awesome. Check it out. The original Grognard. Johnny Walton, the Breakers break the huddle. Davis is the up back. Behind him is Crump. The wideouts are Lockett and Franz. Play action fake. Run counter. And we're going to look for Lockett. On the short out. Another quick flag on the play.
False start. Offense. Number 65, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Raymond comes out of his stance. They'll back up the Breakers 5. Mazzetti from here, 65% chance of making this field goal. 5:03 left in the half. 7-0 Breakers in this battle of 7-1 teams at the midway point. Remember, the USFL played an 18-game season. So again, the backs, except we're going to go to split backfield. Davis and Crump, the wideouts. Now Lockett will come off the field. Smith will come back on the field, Charlie Smith. So it's Smith and Franz. Couch is the tight end. 1st and 15. Screen pass to Crump. Walton sets up the screen. Broken up very nicely, disrupting the play. Number 99, Ronnie Padgett. As if they could have popped, they would have got a lot of yards. Michigan Panthers were in a 3-4 basic prevent deep zone. So there was a lot of room to the outside. Had Padgett not disrupted that screen pass. So it's now 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. Play action fake. Short and quick to Smith. 3-step trap. Walton gets it out to Smith. He needs to beat his defender, and he does. Corker finally brings him down, but they pick up 10. It's a very manageable 3rd and 5. With 4:46 left in the half, 7-0 Boston Breakers. So Johnny Walton is now 11 of 20 for 110 yards. Charlie Smith, 2 receptions, 23 yards. So Smith and Franz out wide. Crump and Davis in the backfield. It is split. The tight end is Couch. 3rd and 5. Davis in the flat. Walton back to pass, looking for Davis in the flat. It's complete! It's complete! He's got the first down and more! He's going to be brought down at the 10. Oh, they tried to jump the route. Johnny Walton floated the ball over the defender into Davis's hand. He picks up 13, and it will be 1st and goal from the 7. Let's watch that beautiful touch pass by the old man, Johnny Walton. Watch this. You can see number 59 tries to jump the route. Once again, let's watch it. Right there. But Walton floats the ball into Tony Davis's hand. He picks up 13, 1st and goal from the 7. 4:08 to play in the first half. 7-0 Breakers. A field goal attempt from here for Tim Mazzetti is an 87% chance of making it. And now the Breakers go to the 2 tight end, 1 running back set. And the lone back, the man who had the 10-yard touchdown run, the only score of the game, Richard Crump, is in the backfield. Actually, yep, he'll stay in the backfield. The 2 tight ends are Koch and Bale. The 2 wideouts are Smith and Franz. Johnny Walton under center. Play action pass. Short out. Franz. Play action pass. Walton looking. Deflected by Osborne. He goes the other way. Almost picked off. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. Walton breathes a sigh of relief. They try to fool the Panthers. They've gotten away with a few bad passes, the Breakers. So it's 2nd and 10 from the 7. 7-0 Boston. And Crump will come out of the game. And coming in the game will be Andy Johnson, former New England Patriot. So Andy Johnson comes in. 2nd and goal from the 7. They'll give the ball to Andy Johnson and hope for a miracle. As we are going to go off tackle left, Andy Johnson. And Andy Johnson gets pushed to the outside but keeps his legs churning. Gain of 3. Johnson will come out of the game. Crump will come back in. They go to a slowdown. Mazzetti, a field goal attempt from here. 90% chance of... Oh, that's a hurry up. Slow down. And Crump comes back in. So it's Richard Crump. 2 tight ends set for the Breakers with 3:56 to play in the half. 7-0 Boston over Michigan. Both 7-1 teams battling for supremacy here at the midway point of the USFL season. As Dave Little has joined us, and he says in his usual fashion, good evening, sports fans. How you doing, Dave Little? Thank you for joining us. Dave Little, a big wrestling fan. Check out his channel. All right, so it's 3rd and goal from the 7. Crump's in the backfield. 2 tight ends, 2 wideouts. Draw. Crump. Crump has it, and he's in for the score! The draw works beautifully, and he picks up his 2nd touchdown run, this time of 7 yards. As Crump goes barreling in, the Breakers take a 13-0 lead. Let's watch his 2nd touchdown run. The draw, look how beautiful. They had the Michigan Panthers defense totally fooled. Look at this huge opening. Right by. Again, one more time. They contain the nose tackle, and Crump goes right by. He finds the hole and sprints into the end zone for another 6. And here comes a Tim Mazzetti extra point to snap the place, and the Mazzetti kick dead center. 14-0 Breakers with 3:04 to play in the half. Here at Nickerson Field, between a battle of both 7-1 teams, the winner will have supremacy at the midway point of our inaugural USFL season 1983 retro replay. Mazzetti to kick deep. The deep man is Fea. Holloway and Williams are the short men. Here's the kickoff by Mazzetti and the Boston Breakers. And it's fielded at the goal line, brought out past the 20 by Fea. He was tackled by Tarver. It was a 22-yard return. So Bobby Hebert and the Michigan Panthers, down by 2 touchdowns, have 2:58 to put some points on the board. Hebert's under center. They're going with a 3 wide-out set of Carter, Holloway, and McLean. The lone back, Cleo Miller. And the future doesn't look bright for the Panthers. Boston will go to a 3-2 dime. The 2 extra defensive backs are Love and Jones. The linebackers are Merrick and Bill Needham. Merrick is spying the quarterback. Needham will go on the blitz. We're going to play our defensive line out. And we're going to play a zone coverage pass. Here comes the blitz. It's a run. Cleo Miller tackled by Gaylord. Gain of 3. We will not call timeout. We're getting the ball first in the second half. And the Panthers don't call timeout. They go to the hurry up. Again, they stick with that 3 wide out set. Hebert's under center. Lone back Cleo Miller. Breakers stay with their 3-2 dime. And this time, Needham will spy the quarterback, and Merrick will blitz. On 2nd and 7, we will stay pass zone. Here comes the blitz. There goes the run. Cleo Miller brought down. Loss of 1. Oh, my Lord. The future is not bright for Cleo Miller. His head is got to be cloudy after that pop. Bill Needham, who was blitzing, and my God, did he annihilate Cleo Miller on the trap left. And it's 3rd and 8. We will not call timeout. And the Panthers decide to call timeout. So they have 2 left. The Breakers have 2 left. The Breakers, if they can hold the Panthers, might get something else up on the board. As Dave Little says, Marcus Merrick from Ohio State. And he says, Bobby Hebert, I recognize that name. The first USFL championship game between the Michigan Panthers and the Stars, and I can't remember if they were the Philadelphia Stars or the Baltimore Stars, because they moved right after the first season. I want to say they're the Philadelphia Stars, then they moved to Baltimore. I can't remember. Was one of the best championship games you could ever witness. It was outstanding, especially after a lot of crappy Super Bowls. To see a really good championship game in the Professional Football League was awesome. All right, 3rd and 8. Needham will again spy the quarterback. Merrick will blitz. 3rd and 8. Zone pass. 3-2 dime. And Cleo Miller gets the ball on the draw. He picks up 6. It is 4th and 2. And now the Breakers will call timeout. And they'll have 1 left with 2:26 to play in the half, up 14-0. 4th and 2. Would they fake from their own 30? I don't think so. We're going to put the punt return on. Here's the punt. Fielded at the 30. And it's a return of 8 by Wilson. He is tackled by Young of the Panthers. So here comes old man Johnny Walton once again with a 14-0 lead. Crump has run for 2 scores for the Breakers. And they have it 1st and 10 on their 37. And Crump will go off. He's not going to be on the field. We're going to go with Steele. Anthony Steele. A split backfield of Davis and Steele. The wideouts, Franz and Smith. Couch is the tight end. Screen to Steele on 1st and 10. Walton, under pressure, steps up in the pocket as that play just totally broke down, and Johnny Walton is sacked by John Corker. The first time Walton has been sacked, and his old creaking bones get back up to the huddle, and they will let it run to the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to go, 2nd and 13 from the Breaker 34. And again, split backs of Davis and Steele. The wideouts, Franz and Smith. The tight end is Couch. And they're going to go draw Steele on 2nd and 13. It's a pickup of 3. And the Panthers call their second timeout. They have 1 remaining. The tackle for the Panthers will be credited to Dave Tipton. The Panthers were in a 3-4 basic short zone. Defensive line with an inside split. So 3rd and 10. Let's not do anything stupid here. 3rd and 10. They're going to go wide receiver screen to Franz. Johnny Walton doesn't like what he sees with the play. He's going to go dive play with Anthony Davis. And Davis holds on to the ball with 2 hands. He gains 2 yards. And Michigan uses their final timeout with 1:46 to go. And it is 4th and 8 from the Boston 39. And here comes the punter, Dario Casarino. And he'll be punting deep to Carter. Here's the snap and the punt. Flag on the play. Carter fields it around the 20, calls for a fair catch. No, they pick up the flag. So again, Dario Casarino with a nice high punt. That's his 4th punt. He's averaging 43 yards. And the Panthers, with no timeouts, will start 1st and 10 on their 18. 3 wideouts set. The wideouts Carter, Holloway, and McLean. The lone back, Cleo Miller. And the tight end is Cobbs. The Breakers will play a 3-2 dime and play to the outs. They'll play their defensive line to the out and their zone coverage to the out. They'll want to take, if they go to the middle, you want to make the tackle and make them use the clock. We will show blitz, but we won't blitz, and we're going to play pass, zone defense, spying the quarterback. It's a pitch out to Cleo Miller, and he goes for 4 yards. We're not going to call timeout. The clock's going tick, tick, tick. They don't go to the hurry up. It is 2nd and 6, so Miller picked up 4. The tackle by Woodrow Wilson. Again, not the President of the United States. Oh, that's Terry Miller this time. 5 carries, 12 yards. So we'll stick with our dime, 3-2 dime, play zone pass. Again, we'll show blitz, but we won't blitz. Pass coverage. And again, they give it to Miller. Miller's close to the 1st down. Gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and 1. We're not calling timeout. Again, Woodrow Wilson on the tackle. That's a 4th tackle. Clock is running. Clock is running. It looks like Michigan will be content to run out the clock. We'll stick with our 3-2 dime zone pass. And again, they give it to Miller. He's got the 1st down a little bit more. And again, Woodrow Wilson with the tackle. We will not call timeout. 47 seconds left. They still don't go to the hurry up. Oh, they are in the hurry up finally. So we'll stick with our dime coverage. And we're going to blitz Markham. Zone pass. Here comes the blitz. It's a pitch out. Miller. And he picks up 11 or 12. It's 12 yards on the quick toss. 23 seconds left in the half. And again, we're playing to the out. We don't want them to get out of bounds. And we're going to bring our defensive line. Let's shift it away from the tight end. Oop, that's to the tight end. Let's go left. See if we can get some pass rush here. And let's have Needham is spying the quarterback. So let's have Merrick blitz and zone pass. And here's a pitch out. Miller has it. Brought down in the field of play. And that's it. So we let them get yards. We kept them in the middle of the field. We played our defense to the out. They couldn't get out of bounds. The clock runs out. At the half, it's 14-0 Breakers, and they get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. I enjoyed the Boston Breakers. I didn't care about what their name was or their logo. It was just a football team in Boston. And remember, they started off that 83 season quite well. I want to say they finished 10-8 after starting off like a madhouse. I remember them saying on the news, like, they'd only have to win 3 games the second half of the season to almost guarantee a playoff spot. I think they only won 2 games the second half of the season. I think it was 10-8 they finished. All right, so the Breakers will receive. Here's the kickoff by the Panthers, and the start of the third quarter, 14-0 Breakers.
Holding, receiving team.
So a holding by Wilson nullifies the return. The Breakers will start 1st and 10 on their 8. Some quick stats. The two scores came in the second quarter. Both touchdown runs by Crump, a 10-yarder and a 6-yarder. Mazzetti with both extra points. That's how we stand 14-0. Bobby Hebert is only 2 of 6 for 27 yards. He's been sacked 4 times. They also tried a halfback option pass in which Lacey was sacked, so the Breakers are credited with 5 sacks of the passer. Old man Johnny Walton, 12 of 22 for 123 yards, and he's been sacked once. Crump, 5 carries, 21 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He's the leading rusher for the Breakers. And Lacey, 6 carries, 48 yards. Miller, 9 carries, 48 yards. Williams, in garbage time at the end of the half, 6 carries, 41 yards. Receiving, not much to write home about. Davis for the Breakers, 3 for 26. And the leading receiver in yardage would be Holloway for the Panthers, 1 for 22. They have really kept this Panther offense under wraps, to say the least. It has been smothered under by the blue wave of the Boston Breakers. The Breakers will go I formation. The up back is Davis. Steele is behind him. And let's get Charlie Smith will come out. Lockett will be in. 1st and 10 from their 8. They'll give the ball to Steele. Trap left. And there goes Steele. He's got lots of running room. He picks up 6 yards. Finally brought down by Robert Pennywell. That is Pennywell's 6th tackle for the Panthers. Mark Forsberg has joined us. As he says, you can't beat the champs. Well, we're going to try to. So it is 2nd and 4. Again, I formation. Davis the up back. Steele comes off the field now. And coming in will be Dennis Johnson. So it's 2nd and 4. 2 wide out, 1 tight end set. The wide outs are Franz and Lockett. Smith getting a breather. Johnny Walton barks out the signals. They'll give it to Dennis Johnson on, once again, trap left. There goes Dennis Johnson, and he churns his legs, but only gets 2. As he's smothered under by the Panthers defense, the tackle will be credited to Ray Bentley. That's his 4th, so it'll be 3rd and 2 from the Breakers 16. And now, here comes the man with the 2 touchdown runs, Richard Crump. The up back is Davis. It is 3rd and 2. Frank Lockett and Nolan Franz are the wideouts. Kausch is the tight end. 3rd and 2. Lockett on a short hitch. 3rd and 2. Walton back to pass. Complete to Lockett. First down. Hold on the ball. Tackled by Osborne. Yeah, Johnny. 7-yard gain. The chains move. Johnny Walton completes for 7 to Frank Lockett. That's his first reception. Lockett will come off the field. And here comes Charlie Smith once again. So I formation. And in fact, we're going to go to a 2 tight end, 2 running back set. The lone wideout is Charlie Smith to the lower portion of your screen. 2 tight end set, I formation. The up back is Davis. Behind him is Crump. The 2 tight ends, Bale and Combs. The lone wideout, as I stated, is Charlie Smith. Walton is under center. They'll give the ball to Crump on the dive play. They're going right at this defense. There goes Crump, and he just barrels for 5. As they're punishing this Panther defense. As everyone's saying hello to Mark Forsberg in the chat. So 2nd and 5. Crump comes out of the game. Steele comes back in. As the Breakers continue to alternate their backs. So it's 2nd and 5. They'll give the ball to Steele. And they're going to go right up the middle. They're going to attack that middle of the Panthers defense. And this time, the front 7 for the Michigan Panthers is up to the task. Loss of a yard. Bentley brings down Steele in the backfield, and it'll be 3rd and 6 as Greg Horton missed his block. Mark Forsberg said, we hope that the Panthers would have stayed and the Lions would move back then. Yeah, I love the USFL. All right. So they go to their normal set now. Two wideouts, two running backs. So it's Franz and Smith, the wideouts. And now it's going to be Crump. Oh, I didn't want to do that. That's okay. It's going to be Crump and Andy Johnson, who's been overused, the former New England Patriot, in the split backfield. Walton's under center. Play action fake, run counter, run counter. Andy Johnson on the screen. Walton doesn't like what he sees. Why is Davis in the back? Oh, I clicked on the wrong. Oh, nuts. They're going to hand it off to Davis. And Davis goes up the middle. The ball comes loose. Who has it? And Boston, Charlie Smith, the wideout, recovers it. Oh, my Lord. That's the big play the Panthers were looking for. It has been a defensive slobber knocker. Lots of hard hits. And Charlie Smith, Johnny on the spot, saves Tony Davis from a disaster. So it's 4th and 4. Can we bring Crump back in the game? Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I clicked on something else. Well, we're not going for it. I just wanted to see something. And here comes the punt team. And it's Dario Casarino. He's been punting them deep and high, pinning back the Panthers. Another punt. And this time, Carter returns it, brought down after a 9-yard gain by Gumpf. So Anthony Carter, 2 punt returns for 23 yards. That's 11.5 yards a punt return. And so Michigan gets the ball for the first time in the third quarter, trailing 14-0, and 10:49 to play in the third quarter. 1st and 10 on their 31, 3-4 for the Boston Breakers. I formation for the Panthers. The up back, number 40, John Williams. Behind him is Cleo Miller. The wideouts are number 1, Anthony Carter, and number 29, Derek Holloway, and the tight end, number 89, Mike Cobb. 3-4. The defensive line will play inside split tight man coverage. And we will play the run. And it's an outside run to Johnny Williams. He turns the corner. He picks up 6. And Carter, number 24 for the Breakers, is going out. He was hurt on the play. His return is probable. Johnny Williams now has 7 carries, 47 yards. And it is 2nd and 4. They go to a 2 tight end set. The tight ends are Eccles and Cobb. The lone wideout is Anthony Carter. Split backfield of Miller and Williams. Cleo Miller. 3-4. Short zone. Basic. Hebert gives it to Cleo Miller up the middle, and he springs for 13 yards. The best run for Cleo Miller on the day, tackled by Charles Harbison. That's his 3rd tackle. So they're at midfield. The Panthers are 1st and 10, 10:30 to play in the third quarter. They trail by 2 scores, 14-0 Breakers. They come back with a 2. No, we don't want to reinstall Windows now. Remind me later. Oh my God. Jesus, they make you do it. You can't even. God. Playing a game. Damn you, Windows 10. All right, split backfield, 2 wideouts and a tight end. Breakers stay in there 3-4. Man coverage, 3-4. Needham spying the quarterback. We're playing the run. It's a give to Cleo Miller up the middle, and he churns for 5. So the Panthers, again, are going to stick with the ground and pound. It has not produced fruit yet. It's always stalled out their drive. So it's 2nd and 5 on the Boston Breaker 45 under 10 minutes to play in the third quarter. 14-0 Breakers. Split backfield. 2 wideouts. Hebert's under center. The tight end, Cobb, number 89, to the top of the screen, tight to the line. Merrick will blitz up the middle for the Breakers. Man coverage basic. Penalty, flag on the play.
False start. Offense, number 63, 5-yard penalty.
So Dornbrook, sensing the blitz, comes out of his stance, and it's a 5-yard penalty. As Michigan self-destructs and shoots themselves in the foot, it's now 2nd and 10 at midfield. And now they go to the 3 wide out set. Carter, Holloway, McLean. The lone back is Miller, and that is Terry Miller. And the tight end is Cobb, number 89, lower portion of the screen, tight to the line. The Breakers will counter with a 3-3 nickel. The extra defensive back is Love. So it is 2nd and 10. They will show blitz, but they will not blitz, and will play zone pass. Hebert pitches it out. Miller gets around the corner. He's got the first down. Gain of 11. The tackle will be credited to Woodrow Wilson. That's his 6th. McGriff seems a little shaken up, but he'll stay in the game. So they went, what looked like a pass offense and a good quick pitch out. And Terry Miller picks up 6. Now 10 carries, 59 yards. So 1st and 10 in the Boston 39, under 9 to play in the 3rd quarter. Hebert and the Panthers break the huddle. 2 wideouts. Hebert under center, tight end, and split backs. The Breakers go back to their 3-4. As Love goes off the field, the linebacker comes back on the field. And we're going to blitz both of our middle linebackers, Merrick and Rowe. And we're going to play tight man coverage. Pass. And it's a run. And it's going to be a good one for number 28. And that's Lacey. And he's just going to be short. And Dornbrook is going off the field for the Panthers. And it's 2nd and inches. A tackle to Billy Rowe. And that's his 7th tackle for the Breakers. So 2nd and inches. 2 wideout split backs and the tight end. Defensive line split in. Tight man coverage for the Breakers. And they will play run. It's a give. Number 40, he's got the first down. He churns for 3. Marcus Merrick on the tackle. That's his 4th. Johnny Williams now 8 carries, 50 yards. Wilkerson, 94% stamina. Let's bring back Price. Price will come in. Pretty good defensive line here. Lee will come in. Actually, Gaylord will stay in the game at nose tackle. And Larry McLean will stay in the game at the other defensive end position. So we'll stick with our 3-4, and we're going to play the run. Hebert back to pass. Deflected by Restic. Does he pick it off? No! Oh, boy. That would have been sweet. Restic had nothing but Nickerson field turf in front of him. Could have been 21-0, but he couldn't hold on. So it's 2nd and 10. And now the Panthers trying to muster some type of offense. It looks like they're going to get away from the ground and pound. But they did run for a big play out of this 3 wide receiver set. It's Carter, Holloway, McLean, Cobb's the tight end, and Miller. And that is Terry Miller, number 43, in the backfield. Cobb is the tight end. We will go with a 3-2 dime on 2nd and 10. 3-2 dime. We're going to show blitz, but we're not going to blitz. And why is Brereton in the game? I don't want Brereton in the game. I don't want him in the game. I want Phillips in the game. We're going to show blitz, but we're not going to blitz. And spying the quarterback is Phillips. And we're going to show tight coverage and then drop into a zone and play pass. Hebert back to pass, looking over the middle, complete to Holloway, but he's brought down by the defensive back Love. The nickel back brings him down, but this is the Panthers' best drive as it's 1st and 10 on the Boston 11. They can pick up another first down on the 1. Derek Holloway, 2 receptions, 37 yards. Bobby Hebert now 3 of 8 for 42 yards. And with a score, this game will get very close. Wilkerson comes back on the field for Price. Player defensive line in. Go back to a 3-4. Make sure Wilkerson's in. Play our defensive line in. Man coverage. Run. And it's an outside run to Cleo Miller, and he is brought down for Lacey, as they try to sweep right. And Merrick will be credited with his 5th tackle. With 7:09 to play in the third quarter, it's 2nd and 10 from the 11, 14-0 Breakers. A field goal attempt here for the Panthers kicker is only 58%. Again, we'll play our defensive line in tight. Man coverage run. Hebert back to pass looking. He tries to dump it down. Incomplete as Lacey. They're trying to go over the middle to Ken Lacey out of the backfield. But then he tried to dump it down when Lacey was covered. So a big 3rd and 10. Again, the Michigan Panthers can pick up a first down on the Boston Breaker 1. Breakers want to hold them to a field goal. Bears under center, barking out the signals. Lacey and Williams in the split backfield. Carter and Holloway the wideouts. Cobb is the tight end. It is 3rd and 10. Man coverage. And this time we got to spy the quarterback here. Merrick will spy the quarterback. Phillips will blitz from the outside. We're going to play tight man coverage. Pass. Hebert back to pass, looking under pressure. He takes off running, and he is brought down after only a minimal 2-yard gain. As quickly closing was the Blue Wave defense of the Boston Breakers. Ben Needham picks up his 6th tackle. As they were looking for the medium out to the tight end Cobb, but the pocket just collapsed, and it's been a big pass rush in this game for the Boston Breakers. And here comes the field goal attempt, and we will attempt to block the kick, the snap to place, and the field goal is good. So Novo Bojovic bangs in the field goal. It's now 14-3 Breakers, and that was a 26-yard field goal made by Bojovic. 12-play, 60-yard drive, chewing up 4 minutes and 27 seconds of clock, and the Panthers are finally on the board at the 6:19 mark of the third quarter. Battle of 7-1 teams, as we're at the halfway mark of our USFL season. All the other games I have played offline, I play as the Boston Breakers. So back deep for Boston. I wonder if they would try for an onside kick. We will watch for the onside kick. Here's the kickoff. They kick deep, fielded near the 5, and brought out towards the 20 is Wilson. It's a 12-yard return tackle by Land. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 19 for the Boston Breakers. Davis and Crump are in the backfield. This is a split backfield. The wideouts are Franz and Smith. The tight end is Couch. Play action pass, run counter. We're going to go to Davis did fumble, though. Let's not go to him. We're going to go Couch, our tight end. Medium slant. Walton looking for a big play. Oh, he just led Couch a little too much. It was there. Be 2nd and 10 now. 6:08 to play in the third quarter. 14-3 Breakers. Crump, screen pass to Richard Crump. Walton sets up the screen. Crump has it. Blockers out in front. And he is brought down after a minimal 4-yard gain. Quickly closing and making the tackle was Ray Bentley, along with some help from his friends. So 5:58 to play in the third quarter. 3rd and 6 from the Boston 23. They are up by 11. The Breakers will go max protect. Davis, Crump, and Couch will all stay in the block for old man Johnny Walton. And it will be short and quick to Charlie Smith. Walton back to pass, and under duress, even with the extra blockers, he is hit as he throws, and Horton is limping off the field for the Breakers. His return is probable. So even with the extra blockers, a big pass rush by the Panthers. And it's 4th down. And here comes the punt team for the Breakers and Dario Casarino. He'll be punting deep to Anthony Carter. Here's the snap and the punt. And Carter will field it around the 25, catches a couple of blocks. He returns it 15 yards on the 52-yard punt brought down by Gumpf. So with 5:16 to play, the Panthers, down by 11, have the ball 1st and 10 on their 40. Split backfield of Lacey and Williams. The wideouts are Carter and Holloway. The tight end is Cobb. 3-4 for the Breakers. Ernie Price will come in for McLean, who's at 94% stamina. Gaylord's at 95. He'll take a breather. And Odious Lee will come in at nose tackle. A little bit of a drop-off. And we'll play our defensive line inside splits. Man coverage run. Aber back to pass. Incomplete. As you're trying to hook up with number 29, Derek Holloway. Good coverage there by the Breakers. And it's 2nd and 10 for the Michigan 40. 5:12 to play in the third quarter. Merrick will spy the quarterback. We'll show blitz, but we're not going to blitz. We'll look normal. We'll look tight coverage and drop into his zone pass. And Aber back to pass under duress. He gets the ball away to Williams and tackled by Rowe. Only a gain of 3. Bobby Aber just escaped from being sacked once again. Let's watch this. Aber just gets the ball away as he goes to the turf after he throws. And a big 3rd and 7. The Panthers need to pick this up. They go to a 3 wide out set. Carter, Holloway, McLean. The lone back is number 43, and that is Terry Miller. And the tight end, Couch, number 89, lower portion of the screen, tight to the line. 3rd and 7. 3-3 nickel for the Breakers. Linebacker goes off the field. Extra defensive back comes on. That is Love. So it's a 3-3 nickel, 3rd and 7. Merrick spying the quarterback. Needham will blitz. Tight man coverage. Pass. Shotgun snap. It's a give to Williams. And the run to the outside gains nothing. As making the tackle is Marcus Merrick. And that is his 6th. A gain of 2. It was Miller, Terry Miller on the sweep. Shotgun sweep right. And again, the Panthers will be forced to punt. Punt return is on. Here's the punt. Fielded near the 10 and immediately brought down. Giamona. Only a minimal 2-yard return on the 44-yard punt. The tackle by Jackson for the Panthers. And that is a good punt by the Panthers. An excellent special team coverage as the Breakers will start 1st and 10 on their own 13 with 4:56 to play in the third quarter. The Breakers 14, the Panthers 3. It has been a lot of hard hits in this USFL game. 7-1 versus 7-1. The winner will have supremacy at the midway point of this USFL season. We are live at Nickerson Field. Well, retro replay live. And we will go I formation. The up back will be Davis. Behind him is Crump. The 2 wideouts, Franz and Smith. The tight end is Couch. And they'll give the ball to Richard Crump. Off tackle left. There goes Crump. And nothing really there. He barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. The front 7 of the Panthers was Johnny on the spot and up to the task. The tackle will be credited to Dave Tipton. That's his 3rd. Panthers were in a 3-4 basic normal man. 3 blitzers on the delay, and they were keying Crump, so it was a run blitz. So it is 2nd and 10. Again, I formation. Davis the up back. Crump behind him. Play action pass. Max blocking. As the backs and tight end will stay in. And we're going to look for Franz on the medium out. Walton, play action, back to pass, looking, throws incomplete. So it's 3rd and 10. Crump will come off the field. And Dennis Johnson will come on the field. 3rd and 10. Davis. Davis will go out wide. God damn it. Davis will go out wide. There we go, Al. click on the right players. Dennis Johnson in the backfield. So it's Franz and Smith as the wideouts. Davis is out wide. Couch is the tight end. It is a big 3rd and 10 from the Breaker 13. Johnson, screen. Walton hits Johnson. Johnson has blockers. Got to turn up field. He's got the first down and more as he zigs to the in and then to the out gain of 16. He was tripped up by Pennywell as he claps the ball. He thought he could add more, but 16 yards is enough as it moves the chains. And that was a huge first down to get away from their end zone. So it's 1st and 10 on the Boston Breaker 29, 3:59 to play in the third quarter. As they'll go to a slowdown now. They're just going to take their time. The Breakers give their guys a breather. And Johnson will come off the field. And Anthony Steele will come on the field. So it's a split backfield of Steele and Davis. Franz and Smith are the wideouts. Couch is the tight end. Play action fake. Couch, the tight end. Short cross. Play action. Walton back to pass. Over the middle and dangerously into traffic. But the ball drops to the Nickerson Field turf. It will be 2nd and 10. Screen pass to Tony Davis. 2nd and 10. Walton under duress. Incomplete. As the Panthers brought a pretty good pass rush. Applying the pressure was Ronnie Padgett. That's the 4th hurry he'll be credited with. As Dave Little says, no way can you beat Merrick, the magnificent Buckeye. So another crucial 3rd and 10 here. Walton will go in the pistol. Flanked by Steele and Davis. So he's a 3 receiver. Davis will actually come out, and Crump will come back in. Crump's a 4 receiver, and so is Tony Davis. And who's the better pass rusher? 2, 4. And we'll bring our tight end to the top and keep Couch in to help out blocking on Padgett, who's been applying pressure on Walton. So 3rd and 10. Davis will go out wide. 3rd and 10. Let's look for Davis on a short out. Pistol snap. Flag on the play, though.
Start. Offense. Number 26. 5-yard penalty. Repeat. 3rd down.
So Crump comes out of his stance, I guess, on the pistol snap. And now it's 3rd and 15. Crump will go out wide this time. Johnny Walton still in the pistol. The wideouts are Franz and Smith. The tight end Couch. Top of the screen will stay in and help out and block on Padgett. Again, Padgett's been applying tremendous pressure on Johnny Walton. So we're going to same play except with Crump. Short out to Richard Crump. Walton pistol snap. Looking. Complete the Crump. And he'll pick up some yards, but not enough.
Offense.
Oh, come on.
64. 10-yard penalty.
They'll decline it, as it was only a 10-yard pickup, and it's now 4th and 5 from the Boston 34 with 3 minutes to play. But it just gives Dario Casarino a little more room to try to pin the Panthers back deep. So he'll be punting to Anthony Carter. Here's the snap and the punt by Casarino. He angles towards the sideline. Carter has it, and he's brought down near the 35. It's an 11-yard return. He was brought down by Gaylord, who was on special teams coverage on the 45-yard punt. So here come the Panthers with 2:55 to play in the third quarter, down by 11. The Boston Breakers 14, the Michigan Panthers 3. This game has had a lot of hard hits. I formation for the Panthers. The up back is Williams. Behind him is Lacey. The wideouts are Carter and Holloway. The tight end is Cobb, number 89. Top of the screen, tight to the line. The Breakers are in a 3-4. Wilkerson. And let's bring Gaylord back in. And let's bring in McLean. Our linebackers are Needleman, Merrick, Rowe, and Phillips. Okay, we got the linebackers we wanted. So we're going to play run on first down. It's a give to Lacey, and he picks up 5 right up the middle. So it'll be 2nd and 5, under 3 minutes to play in the third quarter, from the Michigan 37. 2nd and 5, and we're going to show blitz, but we're not going to blitz. We're going to look like we're playing loose, and then jump into tight man cover, normal. They won't let us do the loose, and play 2nd and 5. We're going to play the run. Abear gives it to Williams, and he is smothered under. Only a gain of 1. He is stood up and pushed back by the front 7 of the Boston Breakers. Darrell Wilkinson is credited with his 3rd tackle. It'll be 3rd and 4 with 2:05 to play in the third quarter. Breakers up 14-3 in this battle of 7-1 teams. The battle for supremacy at the midway point of this 1983 Retro Replay USFL season, the inaugural season, here at Nickerson Field. The Panthers go to their 3 wide out set. Carter, Holloway, McLean. And it is Terry Miller in the backfield. The tight end is Cobb. 3-3 nickel for the Breakers. 3rd and 4, tight man coverage. Defensive line inside splits. Merrick is spying the quarterback. We're going to show blitz, but we're not going to blitz. 3rd and 4, run. And Abear back to pass under duress. He completes it to Holloway. And Holloway is tackled by Love, the nickelback, but they pick up the first down on the 11-yard gain. That's Derek Holloway's 3rd reception, 48 yards. Bobby Abear has pretty much been dormant. 5 of 12 for 56 yards. But he moves the chains there. 1:24 left in the third quarter. Panthers trail by 11. 1st and 10 on their 49 as they approach midfield. The 2 wideouts are Carter and Holloway. Lacey and Williams are the running backs, split backs. Cobb is the tight end. Bobby Abear under center. Breakers go back to their 3-4. They will show tight man coverage. Drop into a zone. Show blitz, but they're not going to blitz, and they'll play basic. Abear back to pass again. He tries to dump it down. He dumps it to Lacey to the outside, and Lacey picks up 13 yards and a first down. Ben Needham picks up his 7th tackle. The Panthers are on the Breakers 38, trying to put up another score here. They've only managed a field goal that did come this quarter at the 6:19 mark. Bojovic banged through a 26-yard field goal. So 1st and 10 from the Breaker 38. Again, split backs, 2 wideouts in the tight end. Abear's under center. Man coverage for the Breakers. Merrick spying the quarterback. We will blitz row from the inside. And basic. Abear gives it to Williams. He goes up the middle, right past the blitzing Rowe, who comes back and makes his 9th tackle, and that will end the third quarter. So with 15 more minutes to play, the Panthers are on the move, but they trail by 11, 14-3. They have it 2nd and 4 from the Breaker 32. Both teams are 7-1. This is for supremacy at the midway point of the inaugural 1983 USFL season. Both teams, as I stated, 7-1. We are at Nickerson Field. 15 more minutes of football. It has been hard hitting. Snot is all over this field. If you drop something like popcorn on the field, don't eat it. That's all I'm saying. The Panthers go to a 3 wide out set. Carter, Holloway, and McLean. The tight end is Cobb. The lone back is Terry Miller. Breakers counter with a 3-3 nickel. They'll play their defensive line to the end. And tight man coverage. And we're going to double Anthony Carter on a medium pass. First time we've doubled anybody. And Merrick spying the quarterback, and we're playing pass. And it's a run. Williams gets around the outside. It's a big gain. Gain of 12 and another first down. Nice blocking up front by Wayne Randolph. The tackle for the Breakers will be credited to Ray Phillips. That's his 4th. He saved a touchdown there. As Dave Little says, it's a slobber knocker. Yes, it is, Dave. Bobby Hebert is 6 of 13 through 3/4 of football for only 69 yards. And once again, the Panthers are in point-blank range now, 1st and 10 from the Breakers' 20. They stick with that 3 wide out set. The lone back, Terry Miller, the tight end, number 89, Cobb. The Breakers meet that challenge with a 3-3 nickel. They'll play their defensive line to the end. Man coverage. Basic. It's a give to Miller, and he is brought down, loss of 1. As they try to go the other way, this time trapped right after sweeping to the left. Godfrey missed his block, and Marcus Merrick cleaned up the mess. That's his 8th tackle for the Breakers. The Ohio State grad. So it's 2nd and 11, 14:38 to play in the game. Panthers trail by 11. They could kick a field goal, and a touchdown and 2-point conversion would tie it. So again, 3 wide out set. Hebert's under center. The lone back is Miller. The tight end, number 89, Cobb, lower portion of the screen tight to the line. 3-3 nickel for the Breakers. It is 2nd and 11. And I don't want to double anybody. This time we're going to apply the pressure. Phillips will come from the outside, and we're going to tight man coverage. Pass. And here comes a pass rush over the middle. McLean, he splits the defenders. He's brought down by Love, but it's going to be 1st and goal on the 13-yard gain. It was a short slant. They beat the blitz, and Terry Love saved the touchdown for the moment, and that's his 4th tackle. That is Frank McLean's 1st reception. And here come the Panthers. No quitting the Michigan Panthers. So 1st and goal from the Boston 8. Again, the 3 wide out set. This time we're going to go with a 3-4. And we can man it up. One of our safeties will go on one of the receivers. And it'll be Carl Harbison. And he's a 6 in pass coverage on McLean, so I feel okay about that. We'll go tight man coverage. Play our defensive line normal. And we're going to play the run. Hebert gives it to Miller up the middle. He breaks 1 tackle, but Jeff Gaylord stops him. After a 6-yard gain, it will be 2nd and goal from the Boston 2. Once again, great blocking up front, led by Tyrone McGriff. And now we will go to a 4-3. The extra down linebacker comes off the field. Again, safety covering up one of the receivers. We're going to play our defensive line in. Tight man coverage. Goal line. Hebert. Miller is brought down. A loss of 1. Smothered under by the Blue Wave Boston Breaker defense. That's Darrell Wilkerson's 4th tackle. So it's a crucial 3rd and goal from the Boston 3. Bobby Hebert's in the pistol. 3 wide out set. They will stick with their 4-3 defense. Our safety, Harbison, is covering up on McLean. Tight man coverage to try to choke off quick hitters. Going to play our defensive line to the end. 3rd and goal. Tight man run. Quick hitter! Carter! Touchdown! So Carter got that position on the defender on the short hitch. Hebert put the ball right on his hands, and he's in for the score. And it's now 14-9, and they're going to go for 2. They're going to go for 2, it looks like, to make it a 3-point ball game. This is huge here for the Breakers. So let's watch that replay for the Michigan Panthers fans in the audience. Nice route, a quick hitch. But Carter ran it very well, and the ball was released as he turned. It was there. We tried to choke off that short route, but they still got in. So they're going for 2, and a 2-point conversion goes from the Boston Breaker 2-yard line. They have a 2 tight end set. The lone wideout is Carter. We're going to play tight man, short, and we're going to double Carter. Tight man, 4-3. run. And Miller gets in. It's a 14-11 ball game. The 2-point conversion is made as they went. That was to the left. They don't give the play because now there's the kickoff, but it's in. So now that was a very impressive drive. 11 plays, 68 yards, chewed up 6 minutes and 19 seconds of clock, and it's only a 3-point ball game. So it's a tale of two halves right now. It was all Boston Breakers. In fact, it was all Boston Breakers. After a scoreless first quarter, the Breakers put up 14 points, but they have begrudgingly given up 3 in the third quarter and now 8 in the fourth quarter and 11:36 to play in the ball game. Breakers need to get something going on. Oh, back deep for the Breakers is Wilson. The short men are Steele and Matthews. Here's the kickoff. Fielded near the goal line, brought out past the 20 to the 25. It's a 24-yard return by Wilson, tackled by Logan. The Breakers have to get it going here. Yes, there were 2-point conversions, as we just witnessed. All right, so it's a split backfield of Richard Crump and Tony Davis. The wideouts are Smith and Franz. Old man Johnny Walton under center. Play action fake. Run counter, a lot of stuff going on in the backfield. And we're going to look for Smith. Over the top, medium fly on first down. Let's see if we catch him napping. Walton back to pass. He hits Smith. We needed this type of game. It's only a 14-yard gain, but we need to move the chain. Michigan was in a 3-4 basic run, so they were looking run. Osborne picks up his 4th tackle on when he tackles Smith for the Panthers. So it's 1st and 10, and we're just going to take our nice old sweet time here. They break the huddle. Walton's under center, split backs, 2 wideouts in the tight end. Number 81, Couch, tight to the line, top of the screen. And again, play action fake. And we're going to give him a little extra time. We're going to have Couch stay in the block. And we're going to look for Franz on a short slant. Walton back to pass. Deflected by Corker. Incomplete as Corker tried to jump the route. So it is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Draw. Richard Crump out of the split backfield. Crump has it up the middle. It's a good gain. It's a gain of 6. We once again go to the slowdown. So it leaves a very important 3rd and 4 at the Boston 45. 3rd and 4. Another draw to Crump. 3rd and 4. Crump has it. And he breaks 2 tackles. He's got the first down. Gain of 10. Richard Crump, 9 carries, 42 yards, and 2 touchdown runs. Crump at 88% stamina, and he will come out of the game. And we will go with Dennis Johnson. Oh, no, not Andy Johnson. He's in the penalty. We will go with Anthony Steeles. So it'll be a split backfield of Steeles and Davis. Franz and Smith are the wideouts. Actually, Smith will come off the field. We'll bring in Lockett. It says he's an 8 rush. I don't get that. He only had 0.9 yards. All right, so it's Lockett and Franz. Walton's under center, split backs. We're going to go, again, we want extra time. Couch will stay in the block to help out on Padgett, who provided a lot of pressure against Walton. Screen. Oh, boy. To Lockett. Wide receiver screen. Incomplete. Oh, he had the blockers out in front, but Walton was under duress. This time Allen Hughes brought the pressure with the Hughes Corporation. Rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby. Johnny Walton, 17 of 34, 174 yards. He's managed the game quite well, though he's dodged some bullets, that's for sure. 8:50 to play in the game. Breakers 14, the Michigan Panthers 11. And it is 2nd and 11. Don't like that draw. They're probably going to sit on the screen. Lockett goes out. Smith comes back in. Play action fake. Kausch will stay in the block. So will Davis and Steele. They'll release after. And we're going to look for Smith on a short cross. Well, back to pass, looking complete to Smith. And he's close to the first down, tackled by Osborne. And it's going to be a yard short to gain a 9. It will be a 3rd and a crucial 1 at the Michigan Panther 36. This is a long field goal for Mazzetti, only a 25% chance of making it. So a 3rd and 1. Charlie Smith, 4 receptions, 46 yards. That's Ron Osborne, his 5th tackle. They again go to the slowdown. 8:43 left in the game. 2 tight end set with 1 running back, and that is Anthony Steele. Actually, Steele will come out of the game. Crump will come back in. So here's Richard Crump. 3rd and 1. The 2 tight ends are Kausch and Bale. The wideout Smith and Franz. Walton calls his own number on the dive. And Walton will not get there. Brought down by Pennywell, and they lose a yard. Oh, my Lord. As it was Michigan Panthers were in a 3-4 basic, and they were keying Richard Crump. But they were keying it up the middle, obviously. So now, 4th and 2. Field goal attempt here is only 19%. 4th and 2 from the 37. A punt really doesn't gain us a lot of yards. Again, they only need a field goal to tie, but punt. Pooch punt, 27 yards. We could possibly pin them back. Walton in the shotgun. Crump. Draw. Yes. Oh, Crump is stuffed by Tipton. No gain. Oh, my Lord. We went for it. And now the Panthers take over 1st and 10 on their 37, only needing a field goal. We went to a draw one too many times. Wow, Tipton stuffed him. Crump, 10 carries, 42 yards, and 2 TDs. And there's 7:13 left to play. A field goal ties it. A touchdown puts them ahead, 14-11. Breakers. Here come the Panthers. 2 wide out set. Carter and Holloway. Lacey and Williams in the split I formation, And Williams is the up back. That's John Williams. It is a 3-4 set for the Breakers. And they'll play man. And we're going to play the run. And it's Williams around the outside, and Rowe brings him down after a gain of 2. Bill Rowe with 10 tackles today. He has been a madman for the Blue Wave defense of the Boston Breakers. It is 2nd and 8, clock at 7:08, and going tick, tick, tick. 2nd and 8 for the Michigan 39. Split backs, 2 wideouts in the tight end. Tight end, lower portion of the screen, number 89, Cobb, tight to the line. Breakers in that 3-4. They need something big here. They need something big. Merrick spying the quarterback. Phillips will blitz. Man coverage. Pass. Hebert gives it to Lacey, and Lacey picks up the first as he quickly scampers for 11 as he slipped the handoff to him. As Dave Little says, oh, I would have gone for it too. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have ran the draw, but Tipton stuffed him. So it's at midfield, 6:20 to play. Again, if they had a better field goal kicker, I probably would have tried to pin him back, but their field goal kicker is not that good. All right, 6:20 to play. 1st and 10 at midfield. They go to a 2 tight end set. Carter, they can throw, though. And we got Woodrow Wilson, who's an excellent cornerback, against Anthony Carter. We have a slight edge there. We're going to play our defensive line in. And we will play the run. And it's a give to Lacey. And Lacey breaks a tackle. He's off to the races. And he's going to score. Holy cow. Ken Lacey rips off a huge run. And just like that, the ground and pound finally breaks through. A missed tackle. A slice and a dice, a zig and a zag, and Ken Lacey is in for the score. Holy cow, excellent blocking up front by the Panthers, led by Chris Godfrey. And just like that, let's watch that over, as painful as it's going to be. Touchdown, wow. 50-yard run by Lacey. And here comes the extra point to snap the place, and it is good. And the Panthers are now up by 18-14, and it's a role reversal. As Dave Little says, no! So the Breakers with 5:31 to play need a touchdown to go ahead. Here's the kickoff. Deep is Wilson. Wilson fields it at the goal line, brings it out close to the 30. It's a 27-yard return brought down by Moriarty. And here comes old man Johnny Walton. We don't have a backup quarterback because I got our backup quarterback killed running the wishbone. I wanted to see how long I could run the wishbone in the first game of the season when I was kicking the snot out of somebody. And I got our backup quarterback killed. But the good news is Johnny Walton was never hurt. And so he threw the ball 589 times. He was never hurt in that season. But I have no backup quarterback. I'm screwed if he goes down. I guess we go to a single wing or something. All right, so here we go. The backs will be Crump and Andy Johnson, though we're probably not going to throw to Andy Johnson. Try to keep him as a decoy. And here comes Johnny Walton. So it's Crump and Johnson split backfield. Franz and Smith the wideouts. Couch is the tight end. Couch, long slant. Walton back to pass. Looking. And he is sacked by Corker. What the hell was I thinking? Corker now has 20 sacks on the season. Holy crap. And it is now a second and a very long 18. Screen to Andy Johnson. Johnson has it. Come on, Andy. But he is brought down after a minimal gain. And that's the 10th tackle by Ray Bentley. I should have never went long slant to the tight end. It's 30-15. Walton will be in the pistol. Andy Johnson goes out. Steele comes in. Actually, Davis comes in. Tony Davis. Ben Couch will go to the top and stay in the block. Thirty and 15. We're going to look for Smith. We need 15 yards. Oh, God. Medium hitch. Smith. Pistol snap. Oh, Charlie Smith dropped the ball. Ah, the computer hates me. So it's 4th and 15. We have 3 timeouts, and we will punt the ball, as it's been a tale of 2 halves, folks. Dario Casarino needs a big punt. He'll punt to Carter. Fumble. And Carter breaks a tackle and is brought down, but picks up 9 yards on the 42-yard punt. And the Panthers up by 4 with 3:47 to play. First half supremacy on the line here in the inaugural season of the USFL. Bears under center. Split backs, Lacey and Williams. Wideouts, Carter and Holloway. Cobb is the tight end. We're going to key Lacey on the run. They give it to Lacey, and he is brought down by Phillips. Loss of 1. 3:41. 2nd and 11. We're going to play aggressive. And we're going to key Lacey again. And they give it to Lacey again, and he is brought down. No gain. And we will use our first timeout. So it is 3rd and 11, 2:55 to play in the game. And the ball is on the Michigan 43. The Panthers break the huddle. Bears under center, split backs of Lacey and Williams, the wideouts, Carter and Holloway. Tight end is Cobb. 3rd and 11. I don't want to play aggressive now. I don't want to roughing the passer. Merrick spies the quarterback. We're going to blitz Phillips and blitz Needham. Man coverage pass. Here comes a blitz. Get to him, over the middle, complete to Carter. Oh my God. 1st and 10 on the Boston 36. We will call timeout. We'll have 1 left. You've got to be kidding me. We blitzed 2 guys and no pressure. Great blocking up front. Carter, 2 receptions, 24 yards and a TD. The Panthers have definitely come alive in the second half. Gonna lose a game only giving up 18 freaking points. We have 1 timeout left in the 2-minute warning. We have to play aggressive. 3-4, Key Lacey on the run. They give it to Williams. Williams breaks 2 tackles. Finally brought down by Rowe. That's a gain of 8. And we'll use our last timeout. It'll be 2nd and 2. Tight man coverage, aggressive, inside split. Goal line, penalty.
False start. Offense.
Yes,
number
back him up,
29,
back him up, back him up.
5-yard penalty.
As Dave Little says, 280 yards rushing, only 85 passing for the Michigan Panthers. You are correct. Second and 7. The good news is the clock stopped. Oh, it's a penalty. 2nd and 7. Man coverage. Run. Williams has it. He's got the first down and more. Oh, they broke right through. Gain of 14. And they're going to let the clock run down to the 2-minute warning. We're going to play goal line. There's the 2-minute warning. And this ball game, we need a turnover. We're playing aggressive. We're going to go to a 4-3. Tight man coverage. Goal line. Beakers screen. Lacey dropped the ball. That was stupid. All right, well, they stopped the clock for us. Thank you. 2nd and 10. 4-3. Tight man coverage. Goal line. And Lacey has it. Pitch out. He gets around and he's in. As he broke the initial line of defense. And he scampers in for his 2nd touchdown. And it's now 24-14. They go for the extra point, and it is good. He just sneaks it through, 25-14. And my God, a tale of two halves. 25 unanswered points in the second half, 22 coming in the 4th quarter. 2 big touchdown runs by Lacey, a 50-yarder and just now a 19-yarder. Here's the kickoff and the return. And just like they kicked it short. And Giamona takes it on the bounce, only returns it for 2. So no timeouts and a long way to go and a short time to get there. Giamona will go out. And Andy Johnson. And they're both going to go out wide. Shotgun for Johnny Walton. Couch will stay in the block. We have to go head out of bounds. A little extra on the... Yeah, he doesn't have a strong arm, though. Now we got a chance. A little extra on the route. Medium out. To Giamona. Shotgun snap. Walton back to pass with time. Looking. Hits. Giamona. Get to the out. Get the out. Did he get out of bounds? He only gained 5 yards on that? That's a medium out? Wow. Johnny Walton has a weak arm. Clock stops. He does get out of bounds. Oh, my Lord. I remembered he had a weak arm. A little extra on the route now. Andy Johnson. What the hell? Oh, we got to send him out wide. Giamona and Johnson out wide. Couch stays in the block. Andy Johnson. This would be a miracle. Medium fly. Shotgun snap. Looking. Intercepted by Pennywell, and that's the ball game, folks. That's Robert Pennywell's 5th interception. And now the computer, who loves to run the score up, will play run. They give it to Lacey, and we stop him. Wilkerson with the tackle, but the Michigan Panthers will move on to 8-1. And the Breakers, just as they did in real life, could this be the beginning of their slide? They'll end the first half of the season a very, very, very respectable and awesome 7-2. But we're going to play aggressive. Maybe we break Abear's leg. And Williams with the run. He is tackled. A yard lost. 30 seconds. That's the ball game, folks. And that's it. So the Panthers come back. The unanswered 25 points in the second half. They crush the dreams of the Boston Breakers, who now fall to 8-2. The Panthers go to who now fall to 7-2. The Panthers now go to 8-1. Wow, what a comeback by the Michigan Panthers. And again, as Dave Little said in the chat, tremendous rushing. The big run, that 50-yarder was a killer. Let's go to the box score. That was fun. I enjoyed that. And let's bring the box score up. And if you don't remember the USFL, in 1983, the Breakers started off like a house of fire, then sputtered the second half. And I can explain real quick. I don't want to keep anyone any longer. I appreciate everyone who stayed or watched or who will watch. Thank you very much. The Breakers had started, I'd have to look it up. I think they were like 7-2 at the midway point. That's what I recall. And we're 7-2 at the midway point. And you can see I had to quickly substitute players in and out because of the overuse to get to 7-2, just like they did in the regular season. Andy Johnson's pretty much done for the year. All right, so Bobby Hebert only attempted 17 passes, only completed 9 for 106 yards. He was sacked 4 times. He did throw 1 touchdown on that short slant to Carter. That was the first touchdown they got when they scored 22 points in the fourth quarter to go with their 3 in the third, 25 unanswered points in the second half. They win 25-14. Lacey attempted a pass on an option pass, but he was sacked. So the Breakers had 5 sacks. But the Panthers adapted to our defense definitely in the second half. Lacey, 15 carries, 141 yards. Averaged 9.4 and 2 touchdowns, a 50-yard touchdown and a 19-yard. Williams, 14 for 80, 5.7 yards a carry. Terry Miller, 15 for 77, 5.1 yards a carry. Cleo Miller, 5 for 18, 3.6, and Hebert, 1 scramble for 2 yards. 50 carries. They carried the ball 50 times, 318 yards. I mean, even when we were keying the run, they just wore us down. Johnny Walton threw the ball a lot more than we wanted. He was 20 of 39, 191 yards with a pick. No touchdowns. He was sacked twice. And he has a very weak arm. And you could see when we threw an out to Giamona, a medium out, we got 5 yards on it. Crump, 10 carries, 42 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Davis, 3 for 9, and that's all. I mean, Breakers, 20 carries, 61 yards. We need a lot more yards there. We just couldn't get our run game going. Smith, 4 receptions, 46 yards. Davis, 3 for 26. Franz, 3 for 25. Crump, 3 for 21. Andy Johnson, 2 for 15. Dennis Johnson, 2 for 34. Giamona, 1 for 5. Lockett, 1 for 7. And Couch, 1 for 12. Holloway, 3 for 48. Carter, 2 for 24 and a touchdown on the short slant on the goal line. Lacey, 2 for 18. Williams, 1 for 3. McLean, 1 for 13. And let's just go to some tackles here. I never got my run game going. I do everything off the run. We couldn't get it going. We got 2 rushing scores, but they came off turnovers, really. Pennywell, for the Panthers, 10 tackles, along with Bentley. He had 1 deflection and stuff, so did Bentley, and he forced a fumble, Bentley. Then Osborne was next with 5 tackles. The interception was by Pennywell. What a game he had. And the 2 sacks were by Corker. For the Boston Breakers, Rowe had 11 tackles, 1 stuffed runner, and 1 forced fumble. Merrick had 8 with 1 stuffed runner, and then Needham had 7, so did Wilson. The sacks were Needham, Wilkerson, Gaylord, Harbison, and Jackson. We applied pressure, but they adapted well in that second half, especially the fourth quarter. And Dave Little says, and the boos rained down here in Boston at Nickerson Field. You are correct. So that was a fun game. Let's quickly go to the scoring. Tale of 2 halves. The Breakers had a tremendous second, nothing after 1 quarter of football. Breakers would score 14 points in the second quarter on 2 touchdown runs, a 10-yard run by Crump, and then a 6-yard run. Mazzetti made both extra points. We had the ball starting the third quarter up 14-0. And the Panthers finally scored at the 6:19 mark of the third quarter, a 26-yard Bojovic field goal. And then it was all Michigan Panthers. At the 11:36 mark, a long 11-play, 68-yard drive, 6 minutes and 19 seconds. And I will be right back. Alrighty, well, I'm going to call it a stream. I got to go do something real quick. I'd like to say thank you to Dave Little. Check out his channel. Mark Forsberg. Dave Gardner, HockeyTournaments.com. The original Grognard. Check out his channel. Bobby Cantilano, thank you. Check out Sports Time Machine. Thank you. JD, another wonderful channel. Thank you. Elite Mike. Westbrook Cards 12. Check them out. MP Fox. All wonderful channels. Ron from Retro Sports Network. Jack Dawson, Max Cornelius, thank you. It was a fun game. Boston Breakers dropped to 7-2. The Panthers are the best at the midway point at 8-1. Will this be the end of the Boston Breakers like it really happened? We shall see. I'll give you some updates on the season. So thank you very much. Watch out for that big hit over the middle. Till next time, health and happiness. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. You know what's coming, folks. Peace!